Welcome to Job Search Stories. I'm Jen, a career coach and your new go-to gal for all things career advice.
And I'm Gina. I'm an expert on all things job seeker here at Indeed. And together, we're going to help you navigate this crazy world of job searching and hopefully get you your next job. Well, I feel like you will be the perfect person to give this nugget of advice. But like, how do you feel like you can kind of put yourself back out there after you've already been like rejected? Like, let's say it's from your quote unquote dream job, if those exist.
Yeah.
How do you get back in the game?
Jump back in there slowly.
Mm-hmm.
You know, really setting those short-term goals for yourself are really helpful. Being able to just say, okay, I'm just going to apply for maybe one job today. Maybe I'll apply for a couple tomorrow if you're in an active job search.
Yeah.
What I think is really helpful too is to reflect and kind of see where maybe it went wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think that's part of the issue. And that's one thing that prevents people from moving on is not understanding why they were rejected.
Yeah.
And so just thinking about the common reasons why you could be experiencing rejection.
Like, what are those reasons?
A really top one is actually not filling out the application all the way.
Mm-hmm.
So either there's missing information in the application, or maybe they asked for a particular material that you didn't provide.
Yeah.
Cover letters are one where people don't want to write them sometimes.
They suck.
They don't want to write them because they think nobody's going to read them.
Yeah.
But if it's a required piece, you got it. You should send it for sure. Because if they don't, then your application isn't completely filled out and it's going to get immediately rejected.
Yeah.
Another is not having those required skills or experience that they're looking for specifically laid out on your resume.
Yeah.
If they can't see kind of right away why you're qualified for the role, they may not take the time to interview you.
Yeah.
And sometimes some basic formatting issues can really prevent you from getting a job, because if you've got pictures, graphs, information in tables, if you're using more than one column, not every applicant tracking system is going to be able to parse that.
Yeah.
They're all different. They have different capabilities. And so sometimes, even though you think you've got everything on there, it may not even be read.
Is there anything that you feel like someone can do better, and like how to get better at job searching? Like, do you feel like it's just like after rejection, what's the next thing to like improve?
Gina, if you were going to have a friend review your resume.
You're the friend. You're reviewing my resume.
I'm going to review your resume.
Yeah.
I'm going to say, if you have a friend who's not a career coach.
Okay.
Who's going to review your resume.
Okay. So it can't be you.
Can't be me.
Yeah.
Here's some things that you can ask them to look for. Without knowing necessarily what role you're applying for, have them review the top third of your resume.
Okay.
So have them focus in on the professional summary and have them look at your most recent job description and read through the bullet points and read through the information that you've provided.
Right.
And then have them tell you, what jobs do you think I'm applying for?
Yeah.
Because if they're not able to get it right away that you're looking for marketing manager roles or software engineering roles in a particular industry where you're using a certain tech stack, if they're not getting that, a recruiter's not getting it, and an applicant tracking system's not getting it.
My friends still don't know what I do. I just want to put that out there. They have no idea.
They have no idea what you do.
What my
we'll
job
see what
is.
kind of guesses they can make. That might be just an interesting experience.
Yeah. Do you feel like there's any way that like after you were rejected for something that you like hyped yourself up, or like how you got back into it after rejection?
Focus on what you've learned during that experience, right?
Yeah.
Again, if you're doing this kind of self-diagnosis and saying like, okay, I learned maybe my resume wasn't fully tailored for the role.
Right.
I can improve on that next time. I learned that when somebody asks me to tell them about myself, I shouldn't talk for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I should really pare that down, right? Like, what are these different things that you can learn about the process and then apply that for the next one? Because then you didn't waste any time, right? It was still a valuable experience for you.
Yeah. So practice.
Practice makes perfect.
Practice makes perfect, and you're on to bigger and better things. I feel like I don't feel super confident when I get rejected from things. Like, I just feel like it like this little knock at my self-confidence. Do you feel like there's a way to regain that confidence after you have been brought down a few pegs?
Have your moment to feel the feelings.
Yeah.
You're entitled to them. Find your people and your safe space to just say, you know what? Maybe this wasn't right for me. I don't really like it. I'll find somebody who likes me.
Eat your snacks, watch your
snacks.
shows, Cuddle
Go
up
to your
with
happy
somebody.
place.
Yeah.
But then get back on the job search.
Yeah.
Because it really is important for you to get back on the job search. So you don't want to take too much time. And again, not focusing on the bad things.
Yeah.
Really focusing on what you could potentially learn.
I mean, I feel like you kind of touch up on this, but like, what happens if you're just getting rejected a lot? Like you're getting to all the stages and you're still like just feeling rejection after rejection after rejection.
Yeah. There's usually something that's going on. And there's a lot of free tools out there for you. Yeah. So for example, if you do feel like it's just like nothing is going right, right? Like I'm getting to the same stage every single time. What is happening?
Yeah.
It is important to kind of ask for that unsolicited feedback and see like, okay.
What's going on?
What's good? Like, if this is what I'm saying, what is not resonating? Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. I feel like it's like you kind of got to get the feedback to know like what is the issue. And
if you're not going to get it back from an employer like a recruiter, just being able to do that self-assessment and really just kind of be honest with yourself too. Yeah. And say, okay, did I really have all of the qualifications? Yeah. And if I did I really do the best that I could have in, explaining what those qualifications were? Because again, there's kind of a reason certain things don't work out. And so you can, if you kind of go back and reflect, you might be able to find out what that was.
We're hoping that if you need more job search advice, you'll drop a comment with any questions. And if you found any of this advice helpful, please make sure to subscribe and rate the podcast and leave us a review wherever you listen to your podcasts.